One round has changed everything for my team. A week ago, I was inside the top 10 for AFL SuperCoaches, but now we've been pushed out. We're out at rank 12 overall, and we're 274 points behind the leader. I'm pissed. We're getting outscored by players like Herbert, 132 Supercoach. We're getting outscored by guys like Fitzgerald when we still got premiums on the field to outscore them. No, we've got Sam Walsh giving away 50s instead. I'm pissed because my boys got smashed by a bunch of Carlton schmucks. We're going to go through everything today and how we're going to turn the tide with 3 rounds to go in this season. Let's get into it and let's go, I guess. Alright guys, let's get into our team for today, and I think we're going to start off on our negative note. We'll quickly go through our rank and what's actually happened this week. So as you can see, we're ranked 12th overall, down 3 spots from 9th. So we had a okay-ish week. It's just that we didn't have any of the players who popped off this week. Our uniques all underperformed. They're all doing stupid stuff. Like, it was such an infuriating week, and to top it off, like, I can't believe guys like Herbert and Fitzgerald are saving people's benches, whilst, like, yes, I've got Hulk Kahan at D6 or whatever, but he's just not doing the same things as these rookies that are absolutely saving some of these people. But anyway, that might decide the season right there. So we'll quickly get into what went wrong to start. So you probably remember in my last video what happened. So I literally gave a special shout out to our man Wayne Miller here, and I said, you know, we knew he was going in with like we hear that, okay, all weeks Matty Nick's gonna say, oh, he's likely to play, like, we're not concerned about him. Alright, phew, alright, sweet. Our team is fine. We're looking good. He's playing Essendon. He's going to tear him up. And I'm pretty sure only one other person in the top 10 had him at that time. So, you know, it was all looking okay. Come Thursday night or Friday, I think late Thursday, the news comes in, oh, he's done a hamstring injury. I thought the injury was a calf, like a soleus, like, knock or something, not a hamstring injury. And he's, on top of that, he's going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. So, and probably more likely 3, knowing our luck. But yeah. So he's got our pain in the ass of the week. So yeah, I can't believe he couldn't manage to get through 4 weeks. Like, and if you look at the other options, because like we were looking elsewhere as well in the defenders. So they all come with injury risks, these guys. So Bowie's been out for half the season with an injury, so, and he's popped off. But Wilkie's had back injuries. Mills has been out for a season prior. Stewart prone to resting and injuries as well. All the time he's out. Blakey was probably the only one who's probably been okay, so I'm really sad that we didn't go him, to be honest, because he's got a great run to come up. So I think if you want to pick a defender, probably pick him. He's my selection, despite what any of these guys are scoring. If you want to go Bowie, it's okay, but yeah, I like Blakey. So yeah, that's my little rant to start off with. We'll get into what else has happened with our team. Wayne Malera, so this is what we're looking at for the week. We VC'd Wayne Malera. I'm going to name Malera, sorry. He's still in my head, Malera. And we were jumping for joy at half time and that. He was the man. He was on 2 goals already in the first quarter, killing it. I think it's like on 120 early on the last quarter, and then that dummy has to crunch into him, that Will Edwards, and pretty much he got rested for 10 minutes and then sat in the forward line and didn't even go there for the crunch part of the game. So he got scaled down from 130 down to 117 in the end. So that really could have been a bit... I know we captained Gore in the end, so he actually ended up being one of the highest scoring players of the week. But what could have been, I felt, with that Wayne Malira captaincy, it really should have paid off. It was the right captain for the week. So, but if we look at why we didn't go up in the ranks for the week, so you can see we got Rankin here. He's good. Everyone has Gorn, who cares, but it depends on the captaincy. So really, the captaincy, you could have gone Rankin. That's the only other better option. No one has Taranto who's going to get captain for the week. So we don't have Newcomb, who's a pod. No Hewitt. Phil Thorpe decides to start playing again and tearing it up. Goulden was a popular trade-in for the Callahan injury. Max Hall, he's popular as well, somewhat in the top mix. John Noble decides to pop off again at home. So we had Whitfield. Yeah. Jagger Smith, like, oh, this is the other one that's just, you know, pissed me off this week. Like people not completing their teams and having these rookies go 130 and like literally saving them from their season ending. Like, it's insane. Like, I can't believe that this guy's paid off in the way that he has. Like, he's got 130, 126. We traded him out around about when he was 300k. Around about here. Like, he had not done anything. He was chucked out in the midfield, and he's as far as I was concerned, he's a rookie, he's going to burn out, and but no, sack the coach, and new coach comes in and plays him basically as their prime midfielder, and Cripps is just a pawn in their midfield, as well as Walshy, who yeah, I was at the game, Cullen Brisbane, and he was terrible. Like, he literally would give away stupid 50s. He ran to goal and would slam into the post from 10 meters out. Like, he was the only Cullen player not joining in that party. So even my SuperCoach plays in that game, I couldn't like be happy about, considering the onslaught. So in terms of that game, also, like, I'm not worried about Brisbane seasons. Like, it's just, we've done this before, like in all of our grand final seasons, like including the Collingwood one where we lost, but where we've got pumped by like 70 points, including I think in round 24 and one of them, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so I'm not worried about Brisbane as long as our players are coming back. I hear McCluggage is, you know, he's okay, so he's still in it. And our main problems are our defenders, so Gallup will be back eventually, and Gardner's going to be back as well. Hipwood, I hope we never sees another game, to be honest, but that's what it... We'll get back to SuperCoach anyway. That's my... I'm just, had a bad weekend in terms of my Lions. Let's see. So, who else scored over 100 who we didn't have that others had? Yeah, Bowie, Wilkie, Darcy Cameron, if you had. Yeah, I think he's actually a good pick if you still have some trades up your sleeves. So if you want to back him in against West Coast, and maybe not. Don't worry about it. I'm actually not that psyched, to be honest, about Darcy Cameron anymore. I thought he had a better run than that. Ed Richards has been great recently, and he went off for a few of the top 10 or top 20 players. Matt Rowell as well, great for them. So basically, and a lot of our plays just average or mediocre weeks. So going back to that team, yeah, so Whitfield was our hero for the week. Thank you, Whitfield. But these two just a handcuff, like positive, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive. Like one scores good, the other one scores mediocre. So they're both on 102, 103 average. Whatever at this stage. Hopefully they can. I think Ash might go on the midfield now more. I don't even know if he did on the weekend or not. But did he go on the midfield on the weekend? Where are we at? Lockie Ash. No. Yeah. Alright. Actually, I think he has more kick-ins, to be honest. So, it doesn't really matter anyway. If you got him, you're just going to hold him at this stage. They've both got Gold Coast, West Coast to come. So, Giants have one of the most friendliest draws to end the season. They just need to pull their act together if they really want this wildcard round spot. Parker, as I said last week, I'm not happy about owning. I wish I could get rid of him, but I can't. Hawker even with the Miller injury, I thought maybe it's okay-ish, but he doesn't protect us from a bad score, as if we don't have Miller to have the 23 because these two are dead. And also Dirksen, he's another one who's saving people because Wiedering just happens to just get injured for the whole season, so whatever, after just a small injury. I'm happy if he plays Richmond, but I'm hoping Wayne Miller can protect us with these two matches, and they might. Who knows? I don't know though. I'm hoping they rush him back because we just need him, to be honest, to secure this season. Dacos, yep, everyone did well. Ashcroft, good. Really does well in patches. Like he can go 60-point quarters, so I'm happy to own this player, and I think he's a good trade in if you want a unique for finals. Bont, no, he's cooked. Whatever injury is bothering him, he's cooked. But I wouldn't be surprised if he went off against North. But I don't know. You can't put the C on it, but you could put the VC maybe. Lockie Neal, he started good and then he trailed off when Carlton got hot. Bailey Smith's, like, if you didn't have him and you traded into him, you'd be very upset right now because he's got a great draw and he's just not popping off. So, yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Maybe it's the Holmes factor, but I'd go elsewhere maybe just to, I think at this stage, if you still got trades and you pick deciding from players, I think you want to go pods and the players who are going into form. Like, you don't want to go, okay, he's gone 90s for like 5 weeks. He's going to turn around because he's got a 3-week great fixture. I think you want to pick the players who have a good run of form leading to this. So that's not Sam Walsh for sure. Trade him if you have him. Like, seriously. What am I doing with this player? Oliver, he went back in the midfield this week after Kingsley's been doing some weird stuff in the midfield, but yeah, he should be okay with those great runs. Heaney, this is what I'm worried about. This is why I got rid of Grundy a few weeks ago, and I'm not sure what's going to happen with these top teams and even Collingwood too, because they might just be stuck in that spot where they can't fall out and they can't climb, so they might rest players. But so coming into round 23 and round 24, Sydney has Essendon. So I'm really worried about Grundy. I'm worried about Heaney. And I'm worried about Jackson. So if you have any of those players, that's why I got dumped Grundy, because Coxie's said he's prone to resting him. And, if Laddams is ready, then he might get rested for this game. I wouldn't be surprised if they rested a whole bunch. So if you got trades it might be okay. I'd hold your trade for that Grundy for next week, and Heaney too, because I'm a bit worried. But if you have Herbert, then you're gonna get 130 anyway, so who cares? So Gorn, great. He's been the most consistent player of the season. Good captain option this week. Jackson, he's probably one I'd flick to someone else if he could. He's just not in form. He's getting managed in games, you had noticed. Sheasel, he's been good. Rankin, again, I did say flip the warning a couple weeks ago. He's the player to pick, and that's proven correct so far. With compared to Dawson, he's just capitalizing on these games, and you'd be pretty upset if you traded in Dawson for this good fixture, because it's about to end with Freo Giants to come. So there's no guarantees there that Dawson's going to go well with his you know, the way he pushes the ball. He's still got 30 touches in the weekend, but he's like Walsh in a sense. Like you want players like Nick who can, you know, do little chip dummies just to get the effective kick in that. Yeah, and he doesn't go to sleep. Bailey, highly disappointing for our team, really hurts us. McCluggage is back and I dropped his CBAs. I would steer clear for now. Bradley Hill I would steer towards. Great run and might be he's with Rankin for me in terms of the best scoring forwards besides Sheasel. Cozzy Pickett's okay to finish, and Petraka is one to flick as well. He's playing forward, and yeah. So next year, if the whole Gold Coast crew are there for the mids, like Rao, Anderson, and Miller and Petraka, then I would not have Petraka unless one of them's got a long-term injury. I don't think. Unless depending, like he's still priced at 100. Yeah, I'm not going to start him. Yeah. And he's lost that effect of, oh, I'm a new club, I'm going to try. Yeah, and the season's done, and the mojo's definitely out of whack. LDU, he'll be okay, but not one that's going to probably win you the season. And I'm not going to discuss rookies as it's just going to make me mad at this point for what's happening with them. Alright, captains this week. That's the main thing that people can do at this point is captains to beat your opponents. Yeah, Bond VC is enticing, but I would want to secure captain. So Sheasel, I'm not so hot on against the Dogs. I think he'll get 120 maybe, but like I'm wanting to get a 150, so I think that's Bond from that game. I don't think Richards. Brizzy Hawthorne I would skip. I think the best player might get like 120 again. Gorn against Jackson. I'm warm on Gorn. I'm not hot, but I'm probably yeah, I think I like it better than Bont. Just. And Jackson I'm cool on. Sarong, maybe. Yeah, if you want to go really sideways, Sarong, like I'm pretty sure he went well this week, but yeah, and he can throw up a good score. We'll see. Sydney, I'm not sure with these. Yeah, again with the managed minutes of these good teams, and Sydney, you know, should pulverize Port Adelaide. So, and I don't think anyone from Port. So I'm not, you know, gonna pick Heaney. I don't think if he could, if I could guarantee that Heaney was gonna play the full game, I might be really excited to put the VC on him. But without that, without that guarantee and Coxie's proneness to just go, oh, you know, sit at the last 20 minutes, you know, I'm not gonna pick him. He might even rest him. I don't even know. Like home game, who knows? Geelong, Essendon, Bailey Smith is my number one option, but I am not picking a player who's out of form with, you know, like, I find that for these players to go 150, they have to kick 2 goals. So basically, if they're a midfielder, they have to kick 2 goals. If they're ruckman, they have to get 20, 25 possessions, and pretty much dominate their opponent. So, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. Although it's GMHBA, so it's one I'm happy to put the VC on, but I'm not excited. He's behind Gorn and Bont for me. Yeah, and then Heaney's 4th. Sarong's probably slightly above. Crows, I'm happy to put the C on Rankin. I think he's earned that. I'm not happy to put the C on Dawson. I'll probably put the VC on Dawson if I had him. But again, do you trust it? You know. I think the safest C this week, I'll touch on this game, Giants Gold Coast. Yeah, you could go Whitfield, or you could go Oliver, but you know they just haven't shown the ceiling that you know. I'm more happy to just go Dacos with the C. I think he's my number 1 this week. And Naz, if you think that this is just the plan, if you think Dacos is going to be the best scorer, then maybe put him as your VC and then go into Naz. Naz, I don't know what's going to happen this game. Like Carlton to Carlton, they're playing better. Brisbane gave up on the weekend, I can tell you that. So I think Saints are playing well. I'm not sure what's going to happen in this game. I can't see a huge ceiling score from Naz, but like maybe if you think Dacos might get tagged or got, you know, it's possible with injury, put the VC on Dacos and then go into Naz, and then at least you get like maybe 110 to 125 or something. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But that's the captains for this week. No one from Carlton. Definitely not Sam Walsh. Injuries this week. We'll quickly touch on the injuries. So who got injured? Jeremy Howe, left wrist. Okay, so this helps Houston. Not that you want to pick him. Okay, not much there. I think Dacos had some sort of problem too, but oh, actually, all right, one to consider. I didn't catch the full game, so I saw he got injured a little bit, but yeah, I don't know how his time got managed or anything. It doesn't look like it managed, so yeah. All right, get one to consider for that, for the captaincy with that injury. This game, Freo Dogs. I don't think anyone got injured. Pretty boring game, to be honest. The way they were just bombing it down the line constantly, both teams. Silvani gets injured, so maybe Wilkie plays more lockdown with less freedom. I'm not sure who's going to come in for him. Rowbottom's out for the year, or until finals, so that's the half forward to cover. Not much else. I'm looking for, basically these injuries, I'm looking for someone who's in a good role to be injured or something and make them to flick. Yeah, Parker's been switched on ball when the game's on the line. No one got injured in this game. Oh, Brisbane got smashed, but I don't think these are gonna. Zorko's got to come back. That's all that the Coleman injury means. Richmond West Coast. No one got injured. Gold Coast, Melbourne. Pretty irrelevant. Maybe. I think just another doesn't affect Bowie. And Coleman's out. Yeah, who cares? Clark. Yep. No. Okay. Nothing there. So injuries. Yeah. It's not going to hurt. Okay. So we'll look at the rankings now. So what's happened with the rankings? So we've dropped down to 12th. I don't think it's necessarily because the team is bad compared to some of these other teams who had like 25 or high 24 weeks. It's just that our players didn't pop off. So the players who needed to pop off would have been Milera, injury, Hawker Hahn, Whitfield, who did, Ashcroft, Neil, Baz, Walsh, Oliver, Heaney, and Frank. A few of them have that. And these two, Bailey, Hill, and LDU. So what's happened? Let's see what's happened with these teams, because this is why I don't think we're out of it. You just got to have a bit of luck for your team. They just have to turn the tide. I know we can't do much in terms of like, picking a new player or something like that. But if you look at these teams, like this guy was ranked below me 2 weeks ago and he's jumped to first. So we got 3 weeks to go. So our team could easily do the same thing. So what's happened with this team? He scored 24, 25, 100 more points than our team. He actually had a bad captain. He probably ruined that. It might actually be a problem. I think he actually was on the Lair podcast this week and said he had no trades, so at least he's in the same boat as us. You can see that's pretty obvious anyway. Yeah, so he's had Noble pop off after, not scoring well. Blakey's gone well. Goulden popped off. Sarong went well. Dawson went well. Warner went well. Jagger Smith. He didn't use Fitzgerald, and even Richards went well. So basically, they all went 115 plus or more. So he had a great week. So he's on 274 more points than us. I think he might not be the one to worry about. I think it might, because like if you look at his defense, it's kind of exposed a lot. I think it might be more one of these guys here. Depending on who's still got trades. It's the one who's got trades. It's going to matter. Looks like this person, he's got no trades. Karen Callahan, but gee, this is what I mean. Herbert, these could have easily been 60, 70 points difference for 2 weeks, and what's happened is it's boosted up 120 extra points, and that's the difference between our teams right now. It's got Grundy there, bit of concern. Oh, this pick is going to decide who's going to win SuperCoach, I can tell you now. So if I'm right about the resting, and it goes for Heaney too, but if I'm right about the resting, then anyone who in this top lot of 5 to 15 players has him, then their seasons might be cooked in terms of, how much that's going to hurt, because they're not going to have cover probably. That like this guy's got Grundy in the flex. It's gonna be a 0 there. So yeah, he went similar to us, a little bit more. This guy had jumped up. He was behind us last week. He's jumped up 12 spots from 15th to 3rd. So he's gone really well. So he's had the perfect team for the week, really. Good captain as well. So he's had Bowie, Wilkie, Blakey. He had our Whitfield. He had our Ashcroft. Yeah, all his mids went, and Herbert again. Like this is what I mean. This is cooked how this player is popping off like this. But he's got no trades again. But it's probably the right area if you've got Herbert in there, because he's getting absolutely kissed at the moment with these picks. And the forward line's complete too. We'll see how Durham finishes. He's got a tough draw. That'll be interesting. And Horn Francis too, because we don't have him. But we're actually only under 200 points behind second. So, and we've seen in the last 3 weeks the leaders changed 3 times, I'm pretty sure. So if we can, I think as long as this person has some sort of mistake or something happen, then we just have to climb the 200 points. So that's the way I'm rationalizing it in my mind, but that we're still in the mix. Otherwise, we need to catch up 90 points a week. But as you can see, like this guy put 240 points on our team based on how the players have scored this week. I better speed this up. Gotta go soon. Anything else? These guys have all hung around for a while. Okay, that person's in good shape. Still seems to have had trades to fix their injuries. Jongy. Yep, similar boat. Should be okay. So these two seem like strong teams. I think they're probably more favoured than the other ones. Yeah, this one's out of trades it seems, and got Houston. I think that's pretty talented to actually finish this high so far with Houston. We'll go to top 10 and we'll. Sicily, okay pod, but Mills went bad this week. Bailey Williams, depends on ruck matchup. Seems like they've got a few weak premiums in there. 8th, Rainovit. I think they were first last week, yeah? Yeah, they were. So they had the worst week of everyone in this top lot. Can they bounce back? Looks like they have a complete team, so they just need to have a bit of luck. So that's what I mean. This is anyone's game in here. And even I noticed a couple guys below me had monster scores this week. So, and it kind of goes in peaks and flows. And right now, we were in the trough last week. So if we can just have a bit of luck this week, and our players, our uniques, and the other players that aren't uniques, antipods to us, go against badly, then we can easily climb back up into this top echelon here, or the whatever you call it in the cycling, the top not the pentagon, can't think of the word. Anyway, but it's interesting how the season goes, because if you look at the total points for players, we've actually got a lot of them, and we had Grundy at one stage here. We didn't have Merritt ever, so this is how you kind of finish in the top few. It's through total points, because if you go by average, where's Naz? He's missing because of injury. And we had Holmes too, who was well. We had Butters, but the tide's turning. So Jackson right now is not a finals pick, LDU isn't a finals, a top 8 mid pick. I'm not even sure these guys are. So if you had trades to fix your team now, these are the guys you want to be going for the last 5 to 3 rounds. So you got Ed Richards in there. You've got these guys who I've got: Will Ashcroft, Naz. A lot of people haven't got Naz, who probably in that 1k to 10k mark, which has hurt them. Just that one play is the difference between 1k or 5k in top 100, I think. Richards is popping off. I don't know. I like him. Yeah, look at this form. It's great. Although he's had some easy matchups, he still does. Carlton be interesting, but these other two teams should be easy enough to score on. Rowan Marshall. Oh, we missed this injury. Unfortunately, TDK's had some sort of hamstring injury, so if he's out, Rowan Marshall's alive, so we shouldn't have traded him, but you just don't know. Rowan Marshall was speculated to miss this week, and we pulled the trigger on Bradley Hill to bring him in because he would get this extra points, and he has. So he's got 50 points a week before, extra 10, 15, 20 points this week. So yeah, that's a risk you got to take when you you can't just die wondering. If you have trades, I think save them for the Sydney players, save them for the Freo players next week, and if they don't miss, then you can use them. That's how I'm gonna. That's my strategy if I had a trade. And Goulden too. Goulden, Bowie, Horn Francis. Sparrow's been alright recently too, so if you want him as a pod, he's good. And Jagger Smith. Yeah. I'd actually, the part of me that thinks this is, just pretty much being bailed out is, yeah, really not great, but, I think he's a solid forward pick if you don't have him. If you've got trades, I wouldn't consider him to be that rookie anymore. Sorry, my dog's just barking, if you can hear that. Chip. No. I think we'll wrap it up there, guys. So the goal hasn't changed. I'm still chasing number 1. The margin's bigger. I think we're definitely not out of the mark. I think anyone within 300 points. So we usually do 300 points or lead is still in it. Maybe even a little bit more, but considering how much some of these teams scored, so maybe we'll say a top 20 can still get in there. And then in terms of if you have league matchups this week and you've lost, or you won your elimination final or you lost your qualifying final, and you're playing this week in most of your leagues, use your trades to win it if you're not confident, or maybe just wait till the Sunday and decide then, or the Saturday night before that game or those games. And if you're comfortably through and you're just focusing for leagues and you're in the qualifying final in the prelim now, then I would just wait till next week, save your trades if you have any, and good luck with your finals, and hopefully you guys can claim some scalps in your leagues, in your mates leagues or your cash leagues, or climb to the top 10, 100, 1,000 rankings, whatever you're going for. That'll do for me, and hopefully my boys can climb back in the top 4, and everyone has a good week. Cheers, everyone but Sam Walsh. Thanks.